Hello, Varshita.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, by opening your DAF, I am seeing it Telugu. So, can you tell me the history of Telugu?
Yes, sir. Telugu is a classical language, sir, which has been accorded the classical language status by the government of India. It has a history of more than 1500 to 2000 years, according to the status.
What will be the criteria for a language to declare as classical language?
Yes, sir. The criteria is that the language, any language which is to be selected, has to have a history of at least 1500 to 2000 years. Also, the language tradition should not be a borrowed one from any other language. It has to be the original one in the own language. Also, there has to be there has to be continuous tradition, but need not me that it has to be in the tradition.
What will be the benefit of being a classical language?
So, on getting the status of a classical language, the language in the universities there'll be a department for dedicated to the language. Also, there will be personnel to safeguard the language.
So, your father is from Varangal urban. So, that means there is Varangal rural also.
Yes, sir.
So, I don't believe when it was United Andhra Pradesh, there is something called as Varangal urban and Varangal rural. Is it so?
Yes, only after the bifurcation happened in 2016, the new Telangana government has bifurcated the existing Telangana districts into new 33 districts, wherein the Warangal was divided into 5 districts now: Warangal urban, Warangal rural, Jagityal, Bhupalpalli, and
Okay. It is
Mahbubabad.
2016 or 2014.
So it's 2016, sir.
Okay, the reorganization of districts happened in 2016.
Yes, sir. Reorganization of districts happened in 2016, sir.
So, what is your opinion, Varshita? More the number of districts, is it not more the burden or the people will get confused? Whether it should be more the number of districts or lesser the number of districts? What do you advocate?
So, in my belief, I believe that more number of, as far as Telangana is concerned, more number of districts has been actually a boon because of the citizen-centric service delivery, sir. The government personnel, the bureaucracy has been more people-friendly, citizen-friendly. So I guess more number of districts, in a way, is beneficial for uh, good citizen service deliveries for the citizens, and better grievance redressal of the citizens too. Now citizens can actually reach the personnel to lodge their grievances and get them addressed also.
Okay. So, your state Telangana made 33 districts, and your neighbor, which also got bifurcated, Andhra Pradesh is continuing with the same 13 districts. Why they didn't go for reorganization of districts?
Sir, Andhra Pradesh has not gone for the reorganization of districts, but however, the Andhra Pradesh team has come up with a model with the 3 capitals, so that every part of the state is given equal attention in as far as development is concerned. So they have taken another model to to increase the governance aspects, I
Okay.
believe.
Yes. So you have to look into it. What are the tribes in Adilabad, etc., from your state?
Okay,
It
sir.
is, it is not Chenchu, it is Gond.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry.
Right now, how many states and union territories are there in India today,
Sir,
as of today?
yes, sir. So 28 states and 9 union territories, I believe. I'm sorry, sir.
8 or 9. Gave 6 recommendations. Are you aware of it?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll read about it, sir.
Yes. Sri Krishna Committee also told that if Telangana is being given, then there will be resurgence of Naxalism in your state. Do you believe the same happened?
No, sir. I believe after the Telangana has been formed, Naxalism, there is no evidence of resurgence of Naxalism. And Naxalism in the state is very much in control, sir.
Okay. Don't be with question mark. Be smiling.
Okay.
This is mock. మీ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఎంత ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే అంత బాగుంటుంది.
Yes.
It is not final interview. Can you tell me the history of Warangal?
Yes, sir. Warangal has a great history. It has been the capital of Kakatiya dynasty in 1163 AD, sir. Also, Warangal, as of now, today is a smart city selected under the Smart Cities Mission and is also a Hriday city. Warangal is known for its great heritage and culture, sir, which is evident in the great monuments located in the city, such as the Kakatiya Warangal Fort and the Thousand Pillars Temple and the Ramappa Temple, which have which have also been selected for the consideration under the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Sir.
Okay. So you told me Hriday and Smart City.
Smart Cities Missions.
Can you tell me the difference between Amrut, Hriday, Prasad, and Smart City?
Yes, sir. Hriday is a heritage augmentation scheme, sir, wherein the heritages are developed, for the better tourist attraction in the country. And Amrut is a Atal mission for mission for the urban transformation, sir, wherein uh, cities are selected and transformed accordingly. In under the Amrit mission, 500 cities across the country have been selected, sir. And smart cities initially they were 100. They were selected 100 in number to develop. Cities were selected, and it was envisaged to develop them as smart cities using smart solutions and smart citizenry approaches, sir. And the Prasad scheme is the I'm unable to recall the Prasad scheme exactly.
Pilgrimage Center.
Yes, a pilgrimage centers scheme. Yeah, the famous pilgrimages are selected, such as the Puri in Odisha, and they are developed accordingly to increase the tourist footfalls in the cities. And also,
very good, very good, very good. And I am aware of your district Sammakka Saralamma festival. What is this?
so Sammakka Saralamma festival is the largest festival gathering in our country, sir.
Largest
After the
tribal
Kumbh
or
Mela, sir.
largest tribal or please
Sir, it's
continue.
the
Please continue.
yes, sir. Sir, all the people from all religions and the castes come to the gathering, sir. So it is celebrated once every 2 years, sir. In the
Is it a tribal festival?
yes, sir. So he runs a small hotel in our area, sir. So I've just kept it as self-employed.
So I think they are affected because of this COVID-19.
Yes, sir.
So if you become a district collector, what measures you will take for such MSMEs or service providers like hotels, restaurants, etc.? Why? Because you are practically experiencing.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I am made the district collector, to in order to make the businesses run, I would make sure that the in Telangana, since there is no lockdown as such as of now, so the all the hotels and restaurants can run by following the strict COVID protocols with wearing masks, using sanitization, and safe distancing, sir. Uh, in the case where there's higher transmission rate, we can shut down these. Yes.
Slowly.
Yeah, if there is a higher transmission rate, being a DM, I would advise them to shut down their hotels or whatever business is there, and encourage maybe the online delivery systems using Swiggy or Zomato in order to make sure that the livelihoods of many such people are not affected. So.
Very good. Yes. You told DM. What is the difference between district magistrate and district collector?
I'm unaware of the exact difference, sir, but a district magistrate is the one who has both the uh, executive administration powers and the magisterial powers also, wherein he can give orders as to what can be done in magisterial power he has.
Yes. So you are from Navodaya school, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about Navodaya schools? Why is it unique?
Yes, sir. Nowadays, schools have been set up out of the National Education Policy of 1986. They are unique because there is one JNV in every district of this country, and the students are selected by an entrance examination at the fifth standard, sir, so as to attract the talent from the from the districts, so that they serve as the role models for all the children in the district, and they are provided free education and free residential facilities also, sir, with the best of the teaching facilities. They are provided a CBSE curriculum, sir. Yes.
How is it different from private schools?
So it is different from private schools because first thing, there is a very much focus on the all-round development of the children, because there is along with the education curriculum, there are many extracurricular activities involved, such as sports and various science fairs and also one unique thing about JNV is that we have a migration policy, sir, wherein almost of 40 students from ninth standard are sent to different countries. I'm sorry, different states of our country, to increase the bond between the so as to enable the children to learn about the culture of the other states better, sir, and to develop a bond of fraternity and brotherhood between the students at the early age itself, sir.
Very good. Very good. So, which is similar to All India Service.
Yes, sir.
So, there is a proposal for Indian Judicial Service as an All India Service. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about the?
Yes, sir. Uh, there's a proposal to create an all India judicial services, so that the huge number of vacancies in the subordinate judiciary can be addressed in a good manner. That's it, sir.
Okay. That means district judges will be appointed by this procedure.
No, sir. A personnel below the district judges would be appointed by this procedure, I guess.
Okay. On promotion, he will be. Yeah. What is entropy?
Entropy is the randomness of an object at a given point, sir.
With example.
For example, gas has the highest entropy compared to solids and liquids. Solids has the lowest entropy, and gas has the highest entropy, sir.
Okay. Received Telangana Merit EPAS scholarship in graduation. What is this EPAS?
So EPAS scholarship is an initiative of Telangana government, which is abbreviated as the Electronic Payment and Application of Scholarships, wherein students can apply online for these scholarships, and the eligible students get them. Everything is online, sir, in this thing.
Okay.
It's seamless.
Okay. So you are a chess player.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is Anand?
So Vishwanathan Anand has been a world chess champion from our country for many years, sir. So he's also a grandmaster from our country, sir.
Okay. In Coco.
So there are two teams in Coco, sir. A total of 24 players will be there in the team, sir. 12 from each side.
And 3 will be sitting outside, isn't it?
Yes.
Overall, yeah, other than India, where it is popular?
In the South Asia, Coco is also popular. So in UK also it is popular. So England.
Uh, I I had a statement that Scouts and Guides is dying. What do you say? You are Scout, no?
Sir,
The
yeah,
Scout-
guides. Yes, sir. Sir, I believe I believe the statement. I humbly disagree with the statement, sir, because as I have seen during my years, and since I follow up with my fellow juniors also, the Scouts and Guide movement is very much alive in our, especially in the residential schools such as KVs and JNVs, sir. Because even today, the best Scouts and Guides are selected for the march for the at the Delhi, sir, for the Republic Day and the Independence Day. And also, many initiatives are being taken up to encourage more and more students to join Scouts and Guides. So, so
So
uh,
what you told KV, what is the difference between JNV and KV?
Sir, Kendriya Vidyalayas are also central government schools. However, the students in JNV students are selected on the basis of an entrance examination at the fifth standard. Sir. However, there is no such entrance examination for KV students. The students of the government personnel are given
Children.
admission. Yes, sir, children of the government personnel are given admission into the Kendriya Vidyalaya, sir. And they are of not residential kind, sir. They are, whereas Jahanodaya Vidyalayas are of residential,
In
they offer
KV,
residential.
outsiders are not allowed. So you're telling that Scouts and Guides is alive. So
Yes,
Scouts and Guides and NCC, shall we make it compulsory in every school?
sir, I believe that any such thing should not be as such made compulsory for the students, because it should be left for their own the student should be given the choice to select which they want in which activity they want to indulge themselves in. If it is made mandatory, there may be many students who might not be willing to give their time for these activities and who are interested in other things like sports or like gardening or studies. So, however, awareness should be given to students about the benefits, advantages of joining into the initiatives like Scouts, Guides, and NCC. But choice should be left over for the children to decide, sir, I believe.
So you're a sportswoman. Are you aware of National Sports Development Fund?
Yes, sir. This fund has been created recently to encourage students from the less privileged backgrounds to excel in their respective sports by giving uh, an amount of I don't remember the exact amount, but they're given financial support to excel in their respective fields.
Very good, very good. Recently, IPL was been suspended. What are the reasons behind it?
Sir, few of the players were tested positive of the coronavirus, so the BCC has taken the decision to suspend in order to cut the transmission off to the further players.
Whether Coco is there in Olympics?
No, sir.
Why India is unable to pursue the Olympic board to introduce Coco into the Olympics?
Sir, Olympic games are such that most of the countries, the games which are popular in most of the countries in the world are given a chance to compete at the Olympics. However, Coco has been restricted, the popularity of Coco has been restricted to South Asian countries only, sir. So the Coco is being played at the Asian Championships are mostly rather than the Olympics. Since because of the lack of popularity across the world, it might be the reasons.
Okay. See, in order to address the COVID-19 economical growth, the government of India had came up with Atmanirbhar 1, Atmanirbhar 2, Atmanirbhar 3. Can you tell me specifically what are the provisions for each one of them? You are aware of 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. But the exact specific provisions I am unable to.
Okay. So COVID is current affair. It's a burning issue. I suffered. You suffered. Everyone is suffering. What is this double mutant means?
Sir, viruses are known to mutate mutate over time, sir. So this double mutant B.1.167 is a variant which is being seen in India, which is more virulent than the parent strain, which has a greater transmission rate, sir.
Vaccine and Covishield.
So Covishield has been developed by the Serum Institute of India, and Covaxin has been developed by the Bharat Biotech, sir. Yes, sir. Our neighboring country, Myanmar, on February 1st has come under a military coup, sir. So right now it is under military control.
Stand taken by India.
India's stand has been for the India's stand is that it envisages a faster restoration of democracy in the country, sir. However, it is maintaining its ties with even with the military troops in the country because India, being a neighboring country of Myanmar, can't risk not having ties with whoever is in control of the Myanmar, sir, because India shares a large border with Myanmar, and there is a chance of migrant exodus into the country. Also, for better engagement, India these days has supported the Asian 5-point consensus as it is the way forward for Myanmar. Sir. It is in support of that.